Yo, what up, what up, what up? Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's great to be back in this cat piss filled stained room. And God forbid where the cat piss smell is actually coming from inside this room, so don't ask. Now, it's been a while since I've done a vinyl update. It's been a while since I've done a real video at all. I mean, God forbid. The only reason I get viewership on this channel as of all of July was from stolen memes. But today we're doing original content. Not content. Content. We're not doing a... Fuck! Okay, I'm gonna pretend that shit was there. So, yeah, we got original content here today. By reviewing albums. I bought a couple while I was basically wasting my time this summer as an unemployed guy. I got a couple albums, free specifically. I'm just gonna do it from the days that I got them first, then by year or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Billie Eilish's When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? I always forget this album's a long ass title. But yeah, it's this is actually a pretty solid album release here. I mean, for a Target exclusive, of course. But it's actually pretty cool. Inside comes with all the lyrics to the songs. You probably can't read it because it's the small writing, but yeah, it's all the lyrics to the songs. Yeah, all the credits to everybody that worked on it are at the very end. So, yeah, that's pretty much all it kind of is. But, obviously, if you own something for a long variety of time, fingerprints just go all over the place. But, I don't care. I still liked what I see with this album. But also, since this is a Target exclusive, we're green. And not just any green. This glows in the dark. So, I'm basically just gonna try to make this room as dark as I can and show you what it is. Yeah, I have no idea what was going on as I was recording the next segment, but the audio was weird. So, this is the new audio for that thing of me showing that it does glow in the dark. And I got into this thing that I don't feel like I could just go into because I just go in and talk about how I have the one certain light in order for it to glow in the dark. And I don't have that certain light unless that certain light is off the flash from my phone. So that's how it was working. But anyways, here's me reacting to the album.
White shirt, no red, my bloody no sleeping. You're on your tippy toes creeping around like no one knows. Think you're so criminal. Bruises on both my knees for you. Don't say thank you or please. I do what I want when I want to do. My soul so cynical. So you're
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this album's actually pretty good for what it is. For an album that literally came out a year prior of literally COVID, it definitely holds its spot for being probably one of the most talented albums to come out of that year. And clearly everyone I don't feel like I hated on her when she just first started popping. It just seemed like 2 years or maybe even a year prior when I first heard of her name, when I saw her on the, hey, this is YouTube's newest trending artist on the rise, when you go to the trending tab. So, yeah, I'm glad for all her success. I'm glad for all the great songs she's doing. I definitely do think that there are some songs on here, though, so I'm not going to give it, like, the biggest, strongest rating out there, but it's a rating. That's what I feel like when I was doing this. I feel like tracks like Exclamation Point, 8, and Goodbye are kind of like the weakest links to the album, while other songs off it are just, they're pretty solid. They're pretty good. I enjoyed it. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Billie Eilish's When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Is like an 8.2 out of 10. And we could just go ahead and let this be what it is. And I could go ahead and move on to our next one, which I'm pretty stoked. I haven't heard this album in like forever. Not since I was like just having to spend an hour in history class, since I think we had a test that day. Or maybe I was just listening to this album all day. I just had to go for different segments. But yeah, Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly is pretty cool. Definitely a lot of awesome detail, if I can allow you guys to see it. But yeah, I like the design. I feel a little bit ticked because it's a double LP, but God forbid it's a double LP. But since I'm at the point where I'm just trying to like remove stuff to give it a space, but yeah, it's cool. Yeah, a lot of great songs that I kind of remember. But yeah, the LPs are just regular colored LPs. But I will say that putting these things back in, since it was really screwed on tight, is kind of a pain. But I'm not going to let that affect the whole thing of the album. So let's go ahead and give King Kunta. I don't know. I gotta get back and listen to this album.
All's my life I has to fight, nigga. All's my life hard times like yeah, bad trips like yeah. Nazareth, I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up. But if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright.
Alright, I know what y'all are thinking. How high is he gonna rate this album? Honestly, I think I want to rate this very... Lunch is attacking. Send the Coast Guard. Anyways, this album is definitely what shows and what continues what Kendrick Lamar is as a human being, with his amount of consistency, with his amount of story writing, with the amount of lyricism, with the amount of like passion he puts into all of these songs. And this goes for every other album that he put out, that just continues to have that consistency. But this here, I understand why this would be his magnum opus. Back when I was just in high school, I'm remembering every song that I heard and feeling like, ooh, this is a memory within a memory. Like, obviously I'm loving the bland, not the bland, the blend. There's an E there. I'm loving the blend of jazz rap with the mix of conscious, with the mix of, God, I have no words. I think I'm just out of words. This album is just awesome. Like, you can't outbeat this. Like, there's no way you can outbeat this. This is, like, still in its, like, key era from where it was also from. 2015 was a hell of a fucking year. You had the year of bangers, my dude. Bangers! So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do myself a favor and basically just give the whole world a favor. I know this is, like, overrated from everybody that, like, listens to Kendrick, and everyone's like, this album's way better. Dude, every album is allowed to be the same. You don't have to be very judgmental about it. But anyways, I'm going to do myself a favor, and I'm going to give this album a big, whopping 10 out of 10. Like, I feel like anybody that doesn't say that this album is not, like, even lower than, like, a 7, then I'm gonna need you to go to church or something. Go outside, touch grass, and eat the grass if you can. Die off the grass. There's pesticides there. Now, Two Pimp a Butterfly was fun, but let's get into the real jams here. I don't know how all of y'all are gonna feel about this, but I feel like if I just listen to some music first and then see the movie, I feel like I'm proud of doing that. And also, you know, I'm gonna add more context when I show it to you. This cost me a good $45 because God forbid how many of these actually got made or as sort of welly preserved. A good old-fashioned Bob Marley album used, so it's one of its kind. Well, let's be fair. Bob Marley and the Wailers with a Rastaman vibration. I'm actually loving the color. I am loving the color. I like the scheme, yeah, but the cover is the word I'm looking for. I love how it's just like this one fiber here. It's like a never type here. And the words are just words. This should also be a simple listen. A good 10-track album. Yeah, this is cool too. It's kind of like the Billie Eilish album. It's got the words, it's got the lyrics of all the songs in there, and you got the photo of everyone in the studio performing this. That's awesome. But the real question is that I feel like I'm forgetting is, how well is the album? I was thinking about just buying Legend, but every time I go to a record store, it's always there. I feel like it's never leaving. But, ooh. Oh, I didn't notice that when I bought it. It's got like a little, let me give you a close-up. It's got like a little smudge right there. I didn't notice. Maybe I did. I just haven't. Oh my God. Oh, dude. If this doesn't work, should I just like, should I just go on eBay and just try selling it to someone else? You don't even have to play it, dude. You could just keep it on your shelf. Because this, I don't think a lot of people have this album. Everyone's got Legend, I believe. It's like Nirvana. Everyone has the Nevermind album. Or it's like a Drake fan. We want to forget that honestly Nevermind exists. Anyways, I'm gonna see if this shit works. Let's hope it does.
to the backing vocals, how sweet.
Hey guys, change of scenery today. The day is longer tense for today. So, yeah. Austin Mountain Vibrations, Bob Marley and the Wailers. Had a good time with it. This is my first real time actually ever listening to a Bob Marley album full. If you guys can't hear me because of nature, it's because nature's a bitch to me and all that stuff. But, yeah. I like the vibe that was going on with the album. I like the whole, like, vibe. I was expecting that since it's old, and this is clearly a used copy, I was expecting it to have problems, but no, it still sounded great. Obviously, the previous owner of this definitely took better care of this than what I would do with my albums. But, yeah, I like the vibe, I love the synths, the instrumentals, but, I don't know, I feel like I could have heard better. Not saying that Bob Marley's trash, obviously Bob Marley's awesome, but, I don't know, I feel like some songs just didn't really give me that replay value. It doesn't give, like, a momentum in my brain, but, I still like this. Maybe I'll buy more Bob Marley albums when I see one, and it depends if I can actually see one. Every time you go to a record store, it's always legend, 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 and everybody's personal favorite, legend. But in all fairness, I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to go ahead and give this album a good 7.3 out of 10, and yeah, that was today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. If you actually watch these videos, comment on what I should review next. If you want to hit the subscribe button to see future content, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you all later.